Now, the most important activity is there also in implementation project. Whenever the all those configuration has been moved, or that means all those tier has been moved to the next system, what will happen? The basis consultant, okay, the basis consultant basically they will inform, okay, they will inform to us that all those configurations has already moved into your next system. So as a functional consultant, what will be your responsibility? Okay, what will be your responsibility? So this is not only during DS4 to, that means development to quality, or it is also for quality to production. This is the same activity which we need to perform after moving the tier. Okay. Here I am assuming that all those 70 or 80 number of tiers all move in QS4, okay, on the same day. Okay. But usually in your real-time project, if you are working as a normal implementation or normal S4HANA implementation projects, Greenfield implementation projects, so that time you will see that whenever you will create one configurations or set of configurations, then you are moving to the QS4 system, and then the testing will be happening, okay, in QS4 system. But if we are talking about some migration projects, or like some let's say some partial project or some specific material master implementation projects, I'm just taking this type of example, material master governance process. So in that scenario, during MC3, sorry, my bad, mock cutover activity, we are used to send all those transport requests to our next system. Okay. I will brief the mock cutover activity as well. But as of now, just for simple example, just try to understand. You have total 70 number of tiers. All those tiers has been moved to the queue system, and you are the MM consultant. Out of these 70, around 35 tiers are there from SAP MM. Okay. And the base system who has already sent one email to inform all those functional consultants that our tier has successfully moved to the keyword system or next system. Clear up to this option?
Yep.
We have two activities basically. Okay. We have two activities. The first one is tier validation. And the second thing is configuration validation. Config validation. Okay. This is the two most important activity which we need to perform in the next system. Now, we are not talking about this development system. We are talking about the target system. Okay. Because all those things now has moved to the next system, right? So tier validation, in the sense, this is a very small activity which will take only half an hour of time. Okay. What do we need to perform? We need to perform E070 table in queue system as well. Okay. Let's say from, let's say total we have 70 tiers. Out of those, 35 in our in your bucket. Okay. That means let's say your name is Saurabh. So total 35 tiers, you have taken some Excel sheet from D system. Now you need to take E070 information. That means you need to export from the E070 table. I believe you are pretty aware about that one, how we can take the spreadsheet from a table, right? If not, let me show you. Now, at first in tier validation, what you need to perform? You just go there in AC16N. This is now just assume this is our next system because this is a practice server. So I don't have any other server here. So you just need to open the target system like queue system, put the E070 table again. Okay. And put your owner number, okay, owner ID or your name in your real-time project, and just try to click on number of entries. So you need to match that number 38. Okay. In DS4, sorry, in the D system, development system, let's say you have 38 entries with your name, and in your target system, let's say you have 38 entries, then it is absolutely fine. Okay. But for the safer side, you can do additional thing here. You just need to select all those required fields, okay, required columns. Just click on execute and take a spreadsheet. Fine. You need to take a spreadsheet from that table, and you can mention that all queue system tiers. Okay. Like this way, you can take us Excel sheet. You just compare by using VLOOKUP. Clear? Then what will happen? You will have two different spreadsheet, right? One spreadsheet will contain all those information you can queue system, and another system you will have the same information. Okay. Or whatever the information you have, you will just need to maintain in some other Excel sheet and then need to perform the VLOOKUP. Okay. So that you can identify that all those tiers are absolutely same or not. Okay. If you are getting some different number or any mismatches, quickly reach out to your basis consultants that this is my tier, which is already present in the system, development system, but not in queue system. So can you please check, or can you please re-import that same tier in queue system? Clear? Only this statement is absolutely fine if you are asking in your to your basis consultant that can you just re-import the tier, or you can do your own investigation on the tier. Okay, let me quickly show you. You can also investigate from your end. Let's say you have released, because unless you are releasing your tier, it is not possible to them to move the next system, right? So let's say you will get this kind of tier where you can see the small tick mark. Just select this icon. If you just click on transport logs, okay, now you can see there is no logs. Fine. But once this tier will be imported to the next system, if you just click on this option, transport log, please watch carefully this option. Once you will click on this option, you will see some multiple notes will be there where success, warning, error, all those things will come. Okay. So in that scenario, you will be understanding why this tier has not moved yet to the next system. Okay. So this is some additional thing which I have shared in this session. Okay. This is very much important whenever you will work in a implementation project. Fine. Because up to realization process, it's pretty clear to all of the consultants. But what next? Okay. What is the what are the important thing which you need to keep in mind, right? So anyway, so the first activity is tier validation is already done. Once you are comparing the both systems tier list, you will see either the tier will be successfully moved to the queue system or not. If you are facing any difficulties, you can check either from your side in AC60, AC09 transaction code, where you will get some change log, which I have already shown you, right? If you are getting no, there is no mismatch, then it is absolutely fine. You just send, you need to send another email to your basis or to your manager that there is no such mismatch I found. Clear up to this one?
Yes.
Now the most important, okay, activity is config validation, and which is not very easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Config validation. If you when you work in an implementation project, you will see, let's say there have total, I'm assuming only these many numbers of tiers. Okay. Every tiers will contain different nodes. Okay. Let's say in your first tier 1, you have maintained the plant. Clear? Then here you have, let's say, maintained 50 different plants. Okay. Then you have maintained 50 different plants address. You have maintained some different language as well. Okay. Language you can maintain there. Inside the same tier, let's say you have mentioned or you have maintained the plan to assignment, like plan to company code assignment, plan to purchase organization assignments. So each tier can contain multiple nodes information. Fine. So just assume if you have total 50 or 30 or 60, these many numbers of tiers. So it is very important that you must aware what are the information we have or what are the configuration we performed, we did inside the D system. Correct? To
Okay.
configure, to validate your configuration, how you can proceed? You need to proceed each table entries level. Okay, each table check. This is the only
Okay.
way, or this is the only option which we have. We don't have any shortcut. Okay, let's say during configuration or during implementation project, you have configured 100 different tables. Okay, so you need to check all those 100 tables entries in QS4 system or Q system. Then only you can say all those configurations has successfully moved to the next system. Otherwise, it's completely failed. Okay. So how to
Yeah.
check all those tables? Do we really know what are the tables are responsible for all those configurations? How we can check? Say we have configured plant. So let's say I'm going to create one material group, which is very easy, right? So material group, I'm going to
Mhm.
do OMSF is a transaction code. If you just go there in new entries, I'm maintaining one material group. Let's say Saurav material group. Okay. Description is Saurav material group. And here is the long description. Saurav med group. Fine. Once you are clicking on the save icon, it will ask for a transport request. Okay. But during the
Yeah.
configuration or during some systems, some problem, this data has not maintained in your TR. Okay, it can be happen basically. So here in real time project, let's say you are doing these configurations. So this is a material group config. Okay, just click on save. So now you can say this particular tier has been stored in that particular tier. Clear?
Yeah. Okay.
This particular material group information has been stored in that particular material tier. So, but how we can check the table level entries? So, in every configuration page, you will get these option table view. Okay.
Table
If you just
view.
click on it,
Yes.
if you just click on print, you can see here one option view V023. That means
Mhm.
this material group information can be stored or it has stored in this view. Okay, but we are not talking about the view, we are talking about the table. So you need to identify which table is responsible for this material group, but it will give you at least some idea which table can contain the information of material group. Just remove this V and try to put
Mhm.
T, and let's see T023 will be the responsible for the material group or not. Okay, so T023. Yeah, this is material group, right? Correct.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
during configuration, in every project, you will see that every project manager who will ask you to maintain one Excel page where you need to maintain the node name. Okay, node name, then SPRO path. Okay, then here you can mention as a T code if it's there, table, and counts. Okay, counts
Yeah.
in D system. So what will happen if you are maintaining this way from the day one in your implementation project? So here you will be maintaining that material group. Okay, sorry, material group, SPRO path, whatever the SPRO path you can mention here. I am taking the T code as OMSF. Table is T023, and as of today we have only one material group. Okay,
Yes.
so we
Yeah.
have maintained one, and
Mhm.
you must maintain in somewhere the list of material groups. Okay, let me, how we are going to maintain in any project, you need to maintain this way, like material group, material type, then let's say storage location, plants, all those information you maintain along with its count, but count is not sufficient here. Okay, why?
Mm.
Because let's say when you will have identified that in next target system there is some mismatch in configuration, right? Then again you need to start doing some VLOOKUP to both systems, the sending system and the receiving system, and then you will only come to know that this particular configuration has missed in the target system. Okay, so what we can do to reduce this activity, we can maintain somewhere another sheet where we will be maintaining the list of configuration which we have. Let's say, uh, let me show you. uh, this is a very advanced thing. I know is sometime you are getting difficulties to understand the thing, but it's pretty important, or it's really very important whenever you will work in a implementation projects. Okay, let's say in your implementation projects you have configured these many material groups. Okay, so what you will do during maintaining this sheet, this is called configuration tracker or configuration sheet. You will be maintaining this many information that we have maintained. These are the information material group. Okay. Oh, okay. And you can rename it as material group. Okay. And you can do another thing. Just to material group, we can do one thing. Let me show you how we basically maintain in real-time project. Insert, insert, link, and let me show you. Material group. Okay. Fine. Now it become a tracker. Okay. Now once you will click on this, how many material groups we have? You can see. Fine.
Yeah.
Similar way, you will maintain material type and and how what is the T code is responsible for the T code. Sorry, the T code is for the responsible of the material type, and what is the table. You need to maintain
Mhm.
all those information, and this is the documentation you must maintain during your implementation project, which will be very much useful during TR validation and along with the configuration validation. Fine.
Yeah.
And this is the most essential part which I have shared with you, and rest of the part we'll be covering in our next session. Okay.